Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Toyota Highlander Platinum in the color red. Let's take a look. Starting up front, underneath the hood, you have your turbocharged 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine, automatic transmission, gets up to 265 horsepower, 310 pound-foot of torque, and towing capacity up to 5,000 pounds. Up front, you've got your LED headlights, customary daytime running lights, fog lights down below. Across the front bumper, you'll find these little round nodules. These guys are front parking sensors, and then right underneath that front-facing logo is the front-facing camera. Onto the side here, got 20-inch alloy wheels. Side mirrors have integrated turn signals, blind spot monitors, and then additional cameras and puddle lamps underneath to contribute to your surround view camera effect. On both of your front handles, you have these two double lines. Talk about those guys more on your driver's side. Moving back, all your rear windows come with factory tinting, and up top we have silver roof rails. Approaching the back, we have the backup parking sensors going all the way across the bumper, just like up front. Left-hand side, you have your Highlander badge. Right-hand side, you have the Platinum all-wheel drive trim level badge. Then right underneath the rear logo is your backup cameras. To open up your cargo space here, you can reach next to the cameras, press the button, and it should automatically rise up for you. Inside, you have both your second and third row seating. Second row seating is independent captain's chair style, meaning there is no middle seat, but we'll talk about that more when we get to that area of the vehicle. For the third row, you have the 60-40 split on the left-hand side, smaller section on the left, larger section on the right. Of course, this allows both sides to function independently, such as we have it now. In order to lay the seats down flat, you just release this handle on the top outside corner of the seat, and then when it is laid down flat, in order to bring it back up, you can grab onto this little strap and just pull it back upwards. In the third row, they have access to plenty of their own cup holder and foot space here. And then across here, you have a couple of different accessories. This long piece here is your interior cargo cover. It locks into place in little portholes on either side, extends outwards, locks into place again up front here on the little hooks, and it helps to keep private any goods you keep stored in your rear cargo space so that nobody can look in through your windows and see what you have stored. Underneath that, we also have the Highlander mat in the factory packaging. On the left-hand side, you'll find one of your JBL speakers. We have the premium JBL speaker sound system all throughout this unit. Then, if you're looking for your tire kit, you can look down underneath of this false floor. This is where you'll have access to everything you need, including your tools. You access the tire through this little porthole, and there is instructions in the back telling you exactly how to go along this. And then in this space as well, it's a little hard to see, but there is a dedicated storage space specifically for your interior cargo cover. So it'll actually fit right underneath the floorboards here, because as one can definitely assume, when you have this installed, going across the back here basically lines up right across the back of your second row seats, just underneath where the headrest sits. So that means if you have anybody sitting in the third row, there isn't a lot of room left for them, and there's something in the way that can be potentially dangerous. So if you have it up and you want to take it down, but still want to have extra space, you can put it underneath the floorboards until you're ready to use it again, and then take it out and install it once more. To close up your space back here, you've got a couple options. There is the optional kick sensor, you have the handle on the right-hand side, or you have the electronic button. Next, let's go take a look at the insides. Inside, your interior upholstery is the black Softex leatherette with both black and a little bit of light gray stitching. You have this very slight geometric, almost quilted-like pattern on your seats. Down below here, you have access to the adjustments to the seats themselves. This allows you, there's diagrams on them showing you which ones do what, but it does allow you to move the seat around in different ways, such as moving it along the tracks or folding the seat over so that you can get easy access to your third row without having to go in between the seats. As we said, in the middle, there is no middle seat here, meaning there is instead this cup holder space and just general storage space. On the inside of the seats, there are built-in armrests you can turn to put those down or up depending on your preference, and then the door itself has built-in armrests there as well. Up overhead, there is a panoramic moonroof inside for everyone to enjoy. Then on the back of your front passenger and front driver seats, you've got pouch storage. Back of the console, you have your third air conditioning control panel. This is so that you can control both your fan speed, your mode, and your temperature for second and third row occupants. This can be controlled from up front, and we'll take a look at that when we get up there. We also have the 3 rent levels for heated seats for your second row occupants. Down below, you have all of your charger options, and currently we have the Highlander rubber mats installed in this unit. Inside your door, you have your storage space, power window. We get our first look at this wood grain trim. You'll find more of this all throughout your front cab space to keep your eyes peeled. And then we also have the built-in sunshade. So this unrolls, goes all the way up top and locks into place, helping to keep the sun out of everybody's eyes without impeding on their view. Just as easily, this guy unlocks, rolls all the way down, and is completely flush in there with your door frame. Now, once again, back to these two double lines. These guys indicate keyless entry, so if you have the key fob on your person, you can tap your hand here or in here to lock or unlock your unit. Inside the driver's door next to your handle, you have memory seat settings. Below that, power windows for front and back, window lock, power lock system, side mirror controls. On the top left, this allows your side mirrors to move in flat with the body of your unit. You can have it set to A for automatic so that they will fold and unfold with your vehicle locking it and unlocking, or you can manually adjust these controls yourself at any point in time as well. Inside here, of course, we have electronically adjustable seats, back, front, up, down, and lumbar support. Then you have both your hood and gas release on the bottom left-hand corner of your dash. On top of that, you have a little storage compartment. Then you have controls for your automatic headlamps, surround view cameras. If you give that a press, you'll find your infotainment turns to this full surround view look of the vehicle. You can pause it at any point in time to take a closer look. Of course, I do have the driver's door open, so you can see a little bit of distortion there. But of course, typically you have the doors closed, so it gives a much better view. You can also change your perspective at any point in time to get higher or lower from your vehicle. And then there's more customizing available in the bottom left here. To get rid of it, you can press the same button again, or just that X in the top corner. Then you have your automatic start-stop, heated leather steering wheel control, power trunk release. Up top is your odometer trip and dash brightness. Hop up here and we'll take a closer look at the steering wheel. It is black leather with black stitching. Then left-hand side here, controls for your dash display, hands-free communication and volume control. Right-hand side, radio controls in the bottom, adaptive cruise control up top, which includes both sonar and lane departure. In the middle here is your infotainment display screen. This is where you go to access much of the information about your daily driving experience. Currently, you're looking at the optional navigation, which is connected in this particular unit. Under that is your audio listening. So you have AM, FM, and satellite radio. Full Bluetooth connectivity includes Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and you've got optional USB adapters all throughout the unit. Then you have your phone connectivity for connecting your personal device to the vehicle via Bluetooth. Then you have a couple in here. One is the vehicle alert system. You have your all-wheel drive system, so it gives you an idea of what's going on. And then you have trip information. And lastly is your climate display. So you've got it for front, rear, and additional options. Your Eco Heat Cool and rear windshield de-icer. All the way at the bottom here is where you have all of your different customizations. Everything from personal profile, Bluetooth, audio phone adjustments, all of those different options for you. Volume is on the bottom right corner. In the middle here is the climate control center. As we said, you do have the controls here for the rear climate, so you can turn it on and off and also adjust it to your liking. You can also have lots of different options for sync arrangements. Up front, we have the dual climate. Currently, it is synced up, meaning both sides work together in unison, but you can also turn it off and allow each side to function independently. Up front, you've got your defrost for front and rear windshield, as well as side mirrors, and then this is the defrost for your rear windshield wiper blade. Really useful in the cold Canadian winters here. On either side, you have 3 variant levels for both heated and cooled seats. You've got the green for the cool and the orange for the heat for driver and front passenger. In the middle here is your 4-ways. Then you have your push start ignition. All the way across, you have this built-in storage space. Has a little divider on the right-hand side, meaning that if you put something on one corner and then are driving the vehicle, it's not going to go sliding all the way to the other end out of your reach. On the left-hand side, you also have this wireless charging pad in here. It's got bumpers along both the back and the sides, as well as this having its own built-in tray design, meaning that your phone's not going to go flying out of there when you're out on the road. You never have to worry about making sure that you have charging cords in the vehicle with you. If you do want to use them, there are charger options down below. And of course, you still have a clear line of sight to it for any notifications coming in and out for you. Under that, you've got storage on the left-hand side. As we said, you have all of your charger and adapter options on the right. Then you have your cup holder spaces and gear shift, more of that wood grain trim throughout the middle here. You have all of your driving modes, so your sport, normal, eco, mud, sand, to rock, and dirt. Parking brakes, traction control, snow, and downhill assist. In the back here is the console space. Opens up, you've got a movable tray up top. Lots of storage, goes all the way deep inside, and you have an additional 12-volt adapter inside of there too. Down below, you have a lockable glove box. Up overhead on your rearview mirror, 1, 2, and 3 dots. These guys are garage door openers. But as you can see, we've got normal reflective rearview mirror. But if you flip the switch, it instead turns to a camera view behind yourself. The reason this is such a nice feature to have built into your unit is if you have anything inside the vehicle with you, whether it's people or cargo, that is being distracting or blocking your view, you can just circumvent that problem by flipping the switch, and you're always able to keep an eye on what's going on behind yourself. On top of that, you've got yourself your little sunglasses compartment, which doubles as a passenger-specific rearview mirror, so you can also make sure that this is always keeping an eye on the road, and this is always keeping an eye on your internal passengers here. On top of that, you have your interior lighting SOS button and controls there for your panoramic moonroof. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Toyota Highlander Platinum in the color red. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automall Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.